I'm going to start directly from the AZZLY calendar. So when scheduling Zoom in our calendar, we're going to simply click to create an individual or a group appointment. And type our patient's name, of course, and then select the appointment type. When I click make it a Zoom meeting, you'll see a message display that says a Zoom URL will be created upon save. So it's then when I create the appointment. So now the appointment's on the calendar, and if I were to click on the appointment and select edit, then I will see the URL within the appointment window. The host must launch the Zoom appointment from the calendar, so they must click Telehealth. It is that action that authenticates the user as the host rather than the attendee. They will be asked to enter a username. This is just, think of it as just the display name as far as how their name will display within the meeting. So they can type anything that they would like and then click submit. At that point, they're taken to the join meeting screen where they can choose their audio and choose to start or stop their video. Okay. I'm not going to start my audio in Zoom because I do not want feedback. So I'm going to leave that turned off at this moment. So I'm going to click join. Now at this point, it says at the top, you are host now. Because I did not select to join by audio, it does have a pop-up on the screen asking me if I would like to join audio by computer or by phone audio. So I still have the options of choosing either one of those that I prefer. Again, I'm not going to join the Zoom audio at this time, so I'm just going to click the X in the upper right corner. And then Tracy, if you would like to join the meeting now, then we can see how it displays whenever we have someone enter the waiting room. So now at the top of my screen, I see Anna Delvey has entered the waiting room for this meeting. I can choose to view or admit. If I click view, it simply opens the participant window over on the right-hand side of the screen. You do have the ability while a user is in the waiting room to send a message. So if, for example, while she was in the waiting room, I wanted to say our session will begin soon. Please ensure that you are in a quiet, private space. So now, as we're familiar with the screen, we see please wait, the meeting host will let you in soon. And then over on the right side of the screen, you see meeting messages where it says what I sent to her as far as our message will begin soon. If we do choose to use our cameras, we'll see in the upper right corner the person who's talking or ourselves, and then our participant in the main part of the screen. You do have the ability to minimize that or maximize, depending on preference. Video, you have the option of setting a lovely virtual background if you would like, or you can choose to turn your video off when you join a meeting by default. Audio, I can choose my speaker. I can also choose my microphone, and then I have the ability to test each. I can choose whether or not I would like to automatically join audio by computer when joining a meeting so that I'm not asked, and then I can also set it so that I'm automatically muted when joining a meeting. You can choose to press and space the hold key to temporarily unmute yourself. That is handy, especially if you're more of a listening role. Rather than having to mute and unmute, you can simply click this or hold the space bar while talking. Then, as mentioned, you can choose your virtual background. I can't figure out which way to go because my camera seems reversed. And then statistics will simply show some statistics of the meeting as far as sending, receiving information, data. That's not something that I believe our clients will utilize. So I'm going to close that. We also have reactions. So small feature, but as we noted with speaking to a client the other day, it can be particularly helpful, especially the raise hand feature. And of course, you have the other options for additional reactions if needed. We do have the option to show captions. When you click captions, this does turn on closed captioning. You have the ability to add an attachment within chat. If you click on participants at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that in the middle of the screen, you have the option to invite or raise hand. So let's go ahead and click invite for now. And this is very helpful. They do have shortcuts. So if somebody already has their email set up on their computer, as we do with our Gmail, for example, they could click Gmail and send an email invite directly out as a shortcut from those email links. But also in the lower left corner of that window, you have the option to copy the URL or to copy the invitation. So even though the host must access from the calendar, other participants may join from a copied URL. Okay, and they don't have to go back to the calendar to grab that URL anymore like they used to. So you can go ahead and click cancel there, please. Excellent. And then in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a green badge. That also gives some meeting information. You can copy the link from there as well.